In today's video, we're diving into the world of personal finance books. I'll be introducing 6 books that can support you on your journey to financial independence and provide valuable insights along the way. For each book, I'll give you a brief summary and explain why it's worth reading, sharing some of my personal takeaways and experiences as well. Under the motto, "You never stop learning," this video is also a reminder to stay curious and open-minded. Because in the long run, only those who keep learning can make smart financial decisions. Enjoy watching! I'd like to start with the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich is essentially a guide to achieving success in life, realizing your goals, and turning your plans into reality. At the same time, it takes the reader on a somewhat spiritual journey. The book focuses heavily on one's inner attitude, our mindset, beliefs, thought patterns, and how we can consciously influence and reshape them to align with our goals. It also conveys the idea that we are not only capable of changing ourselves, but that we can also influence our environment. Through the power of focused thoughts and belief, we can shape the world around us in a way that ultimately supports our ambitions and plans, rather than being passively shaped by it. In short, Think and Grow Rich is a book centered on mindset and the belief that success begins in the mind. It shows how our thoughts play a crucial role in creating personal and financial success. Next, I'd like to introduce you to a book by Morgan Housel titled The Psychology of Money. This book teaches us, especially from the perspective of investors, that financial decisions are rarely based purely on logic, data, or rational analysis. Instead, emotions, personal experiences, individual personality traits, and external influences, such as our social environment or economic uncertainty, play a major role in how we handle money. The Psychology of Money makes it clear that financial behavior is often intuitive and sometimes even irrational. That's why it's so important to understand our own thinking patterns and emotional responses in order to make better, more consistent financial decisions over the long term. To convey its messages, the book uses 20 short stories, each offering a distinct lesson about managing money. This variety of perspectives and practical examples helps the author make the key insights particularly vivid, memorable, and easily accessible. The third book in this selection is by Peter Lynch, titled One Up on Wall Street. The book offers practical strategies for discovering promising companies and stocks often right in our everyday lives. Peter Lynch emphasizes the importance of staying observant and curious about the world around us. For example, we can start by asking ourselves which products or services we personally use and appreciate on a regular basis, and then look into the companies behind them. Even something as simple as a shopping trip to the mall can be an opportunity, instead of just focusing on your purchases. Pay attention to which stores are busy, where people enjoy spending time, and which brands stand out. However, Lynch also stresses that this initial idea must be followed by thorough research, including understanding the company's financials, business model, and future potential. He introduces categories like fast growers, stalwarts, and turnarounds to help investors classify stocks and set realistic expectations. Importantly, he encourages a long-term perspective, avoiding market noise, and focusing on a company's fundamentals rather than short-term price movements. The fourth book in this series is by Andrew Castellani, titled The Great Castellani. The book is a collection of insights, anecdotes, and reflections from one of the most legendary stock market thinkers. Castellani combines economic knowledge with psychological insight, offering readers not just technical advice but a broader philosophy of investing. He explains, in a clear and accessible way, how the stock market fundamentally works and how a successful investor can navigate within this system. A central theme of the book is that the stock market is driven more by psychology than by logic. Prices are often influenced by emotion, sentiment, and mass behavior. Patience and timing are also in focus. He famously said that after buying a stock, an investor should take a pill, lie down, and wait. In essence, The Great Castellani is not a step-by-step guide, but a thought-provoking look into the mindset of a seasoned market veteran. It teaches us that successful investing requires not just information, but also temperament, self-discipline, and a deep understanding of human nature. The fifth book in our selection is by John Strzelecki, titled The Big Five for Life. The book explores how individuals and companies can align their actions with a deeper sense of purpose to live a meaningful life. At the heart of the book is the idea of defining your personal Big Five for life, the 5 things you most want to experience or achieve in your lifetime. These act as a compass, helping you make decisions that truly reflect what matters most to you. The story emphasizes that work and life should not be in conflict. In fact, the most fulfilled people are those who find a way to live their purpose through their work. The book is both philosophical and practical, encouraging readers to ask themselves deeper questions. What do I really want in life? How can I create more meaningful experiences? And importantly, am I living in alignment with what truly matters to me? In essence, The Big Five for Life is a gentle but powerful reminder that life is finite and that the greatest success is living a life of intention, guided by purpose and passion. The last book I'd like to introduce in this video is by Robert G. Hagstrom, titled The Warren Buffett Way. The book provides an in-depth look into the investment philosophy and strategies of one of the most successful investors of all time, Warren Buffett. It emphasizes value investing, buying high-quality businesses at fair or undervalued prices and holding them for the long term. A core principle in Buffett's approach is to invest in companies with durable competitive advantages, businesses that are easy to understand, have strong brands or market positions, and generate consistent cash flows. Moreover, management quality, independent thinking, and having a margin of safety in every investment are also important keywords in this context. More than just techniques, the Warren Buffett way teaches a mindset. Discipline, long-term focus, and emotional control are just as vital as financial knowledge. The book serves both as a practical guide and a philosophical foundation for investors who seek to think like Buffett. And with that, we've reached the end of this video. Thank you for staying with me until the very end. I hope I was able to introduce you to 6 inspiring books that will help you deepen and expand your financial knowledge. Always remember, if you want to invest successfully, continuous learning is essential. I wish you the very best on your journey to financial independence, and I look forward to seeing you again in my next video.